But real quick before we get started, I have a couple of very simple rules to go over with you guys to apply here at the show, as well as throughout our park. And that's going to be, we cannot have any kids sitting or standing on these low wooden fences. We can also have no one up on the shoulders. It is for you and your kids' safety. Boardwalk can get a little slippery at times, and these alligators will fall over, and these guys don't know the difference between when I'm about to feed them and your kids. We're looking a little lazy right now, so we'll see if we can get them up and moving. Everybody looks really awesome, so we can go ahead and get started. What you guys see in front of you are American alligators. These guys, majority of them are mature adults. That means those females are going to be small and around 9 to 10 feet, and those males are going to be much bigger, around 14 to 16 feet. These guys have excellent lifespans, easily reaching 60 years old. Sometimes they can even make it into 75 years of age. Now these guys are native to our area. You can find them here in Myrtle Beach. But you can also find them as far north as North Carolina, as far south as Florida, and as far west as Texas. Now there are only 2 different species of alligator in existence today. These American alligators, and then there's also what we call Chinese alligators, also named for the location in the part of the world where you find them. Now those Chinese alligators, make sure you guys check them out before you leave today. You'll really notice the difference between these American guys and their Chinese counterparts. Those Chinese alligators are actually really small animals compared to these American alligators. The Chinese alligators will only reach around 6 feet long, again compared to the 9 to 10 feet and 14 to 16 feet. Come on, wake up, alligators. Now, what am I feeding these guys? I am feeding them plain old chicken. You guys may have had it for lunch today. You're having it a little later on for dinner. The only difference is this chicken has been sitting out for a little while. Because alligators, well, for some reason, these guys really like sticky food. We get asked a lot, how do we feed all the alligators here at Alligator Adventure with just a couple of buckets of chicken? Well, there's an easy answer for that, and it's because alligators are what we call rotational feeders. That means these guys coming up here jumping for food, they are hungry. Compared to the guys up on shore just hanging out, those guys may have eaten within, say, the last week and a half and are laying here digesting food. Alligators will really only eat about 2 pieces of these chicken per week, and on average around only 50 pounds of chicken per year. But why is that? It's because alligators process their food and make energy out of it much more efficiently than humans do. These guys, when they digest their food, will use around 80% of it, making that 80% into energy. Compared to us humans, we'll only use between 20 to 30% of the food we actually take into our body. That popping sound you hear right now is the pure jaw pressure of these American alligators. These guys can easily have 2,000 pounds per square inch of jaw pressure. What that means is if their jaws came down on roughly a cinder block, well, that cinder block is going to turn to dust almost instantly.
He's experienced. He just took it right down.
Now, take a look at an alligator's back and you'll notice they have some big bony plates on their back. Those bony plates are called osteoderms, and those osteoderms have 2 very important purposes. First is it's going to help keep these guys up. These guys are what we call ectothermic. You may know it as cold-blooded. We don't really like to say cold-blooded here at Alligator Adventure because their blood is not cold. It just means that they cannot produce their own body temperature like humans can. So they rely on the sunlight laying out there to warm themselves up. So the sun's going to come down on these osteoderms, and think of a ceramic hot plate. It's going to warm up those osteoderms and help keep these guys nice and toasty warm throughout the day. Now these alligators right in front of me that are jumping, they are not using their feet to jump. They're actually using the very powerful muscle of their tail. On average, an alligator can roughly jump half of its body length with its tail. So think of a 10-foot alligator, they can roughly jump 5 feet out of the water. Okay. That is pretty impressive for how heavy these guys are. Now it may look like a ton of fun to go home and feed your local alligators. First of all, it is completely, totally safe for you to go do that? Not a smart idea. These guys are predators. They have insane jaw pressure and incredible reaction time. But second of all, it is illegal to do so here in South Carolina. If you feed an alligator, it becomes what we call a nuisance alligator. That means alligators, when they are fed by humans, come to rely on food from humans. So they expect every human they come in contact with to have food for them, so they can't tell us apart. So what's going to happen from there is the neighbor's dog and the neighbor's cat is going to go missing, because not every human they come in contact with is going to have food for them.
My neighbors?
So we don't want any nuisance alligators, because those nuisance alligators have to be put down. And it also, unfortunately, costs you a fantastic fine given by DNR, as well as even some possible jail time. So that is no fun at all. These guys are really lazy. Hey, come on, alligator. There we go. All right. This is my last piece of chicken. Let's see what we can get with this last piece. There we go. All right, guys, give a round of hand to these alligators. They are fantastic. Again, this is our last alligator feeding of the day.